I think I'm what you call hard to hire.
My first year out of the service, I think I had 12 jobs.
There used to be like a few jobs in the paper. Now there's very few.
Being used to being able to pay your bills as they come in, to having to rob Peter to pay Paul, to not being able to pay that bill, you know, to be late on the mortgage payments and that, you know, watch your credit rating slip away, you know, from you. It's disheartening, you know, it tears at you, you know, the fear that one day I might come home and not be able to have a home anymore.
We're a unique business in the fact that we're a manufacturing company, and we like to believe that the way to create and grow a community is to build and manufacture things, create money with your hands, so to speak.
Manufacturing is the heart and soul of America. What is it to take something raw and make something great out of it, if not American?
Unfortunately, there's a bad rap going on in this country about manufacturing leaving and going overseas. We've more than tripled the size of our business in the last 6 years. We expect to continue to grow even during these difficult economic times.
Well, when we added to the facility 2 years ago, we were looking for 25 people. Tidland was on the fence whether to move out of the area to a location where there might be more skilled labor available.
We can buy the equipment, we can buy the material, we can provide the facilities, but they're not any good unless you have the right people in front of them.
Our biggest challenge is finding people, plain and simple. You know, in order for us to grow, we need to have talent, and we need to have a breeding ground for that talent.
Coming in from the street, you know, you're not familiar with certain things that people in this industry take for granted. The ability to read blueprints or even understand what that means to look at a blueprint.
So the M.O.S.T program allows us to take the graduates that have basic machine shop knowledge and allows them to hit the ground running, which lowers our training time cost and makes us more successful.
Through our interviewing process, we qualified them for the program. So, in essence, you know, we'd be willing to hire them after they finish the program. And it gave them the basic skills to do our entry-level positions, as well as start training in CNC operators. So we were able to bring in 12 people and start training in all of the areas that we needed all at once.
The 2 weeks that they spent in the M.O.S.T program probably gave them 30 days jump start here.
Our concern here is how do we take it to the next level, because it works. The M.O.S.T program works, absolutely. The amount of information they can put into these people in a short amount of time, in a matter of weeks, is amazing.
I learned how to read blueprints, how to take measurements of parts, how to check tolerances, how to practice fractions, especially coming from a country where we use a decimal system.
After seeing parts, I actually personally programmed this part. After seeing what I made and just looking back at it, it's amazing.
To watch it from a raw piece of metal to what it is now is like watching a child grow.
It's great pride, and you know, talking to my son, and I brought him into the shop, and he's seen the machine that I work on, and you know, every day he asks to come in and see what Dad does.
You know, I've got a skill now that I won't have to worry about the rest of my life. That's why I was so happy to get into this program, because now I have the skill to be able to continue working, and so it's time for me to retire.
I thought that I would be struggling for a long time. But I don't know, I have a future now, and I just don't worry about any of that stuff anymore. I'm just moving forward. I try not to look back anymore.
And when I get home, I tell my wife, look what I make. I make tools, I make other stuff like that. I put it somewhere so everybody is coming to my house. I let them know what I learned from the M.O.S.T program.
It was hard not being able to provide. Now I can. It's helpful, you know. Heart and mind are a lot lighter now than they were a year ago, so things have turned around.
Start now.